personally have memang kurangkan milk drastically.
Sebab apa? Apa yang
Okay, so
main point dia?
saya masa saya kecil sikit saya ada intolerance. But we need you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okey, petang ni Miss Hana dengan Aisyah Sinclair. Okey, menariknya Miss Hana actually datang untuk tengok condition Soraya anak Aisyah yang suffer eczema. Okey, macam dalam perjalanan untuk join program eczema Miss Hana Perfect Eczema Plan. Tapi sebenarnya terkejut juga. Suara okey? Sorry Miss Hana nak check suara dulu. Suara okey? Suara okey? Dengar? Okay, good. Okay, Miss Hana teruskan. Sorry. Okay, lepas tu apa yang saya terkejut adalah keadaan eczema Soraya actually keadaan eczema Soraya macam dah almost heal. Almost heal. And then macam lepas tu bila saya check inside apa yang tak kena, semua Soraya nampak healthy. Healthy from inside. Alhamdulillah. Jadi macam tiba-tiba bila sembang, saya rasa tertarik sebab Aisyah cakap actually Aisyah juga tak bersetuju yang susu rich in calcium, actually greens yang rich in calcium. Okay, macam kalau anda pernah ingat dulu Miss Hana pernah out pasal status, anda rasa pelik tak kenapa macam lembu makan rumput tapi lembu banyak susu? Kan, tapi kita dipaksa makan minum susu lembu untuk banyakkan susu, macam untuk supaya badan kita got sufficient of calcium, tapi actually lembu tu sendiri makan rumput. Kan, dia pun tak minum susu. Itu yang buat something to ponder wonder. I read it somewhere. Jadi hari ni ini adalah perkongsian yang menarik. Actually Soraya kesan, actually saya rasa lah it's lifestyle lah. Memang bila saya dengar lifestyle Aisyah, rupanya memang dah sangat healthy. Dia dah cuba yang terbaik dan dia rasa macam still not good, tapi sebenarnya dah banyak improvement sangat sampai barulah saya faham kenapa Soraya adalah anak Aisyah yang almost heal about her eczema skin. And then tadi kita just bagi krim ni je. Mula-mula daripada nak suruh follow program tak jadi, terus just apply this cream je, okay, instead of chemical creams. Itu je yang kita suggest dan kita akan tengok lepas ni kulit dia getting better and better tak. Okay, lepas tu dan boleh tak you all semua dengar apa penjelasan Aisyah tentang susu dan apa yang menyebabkan beliau nak bertukar kepada vegan diet. Okay, apa yang menyebabkan beliau rasa healthy lifestyle, green lifestyle is priority right now. Boleh tak?
Okay, ada banyak sebab lah. Saya tak full vegan. Saya masih juga makan. Kadang tu lah kalau dah ada dekat depan, mak mentua saya masak, saya makan lah. Tapi kalau saya boleh buat pilihan dekat rumah, saya memilih melebihkan makanan vegetables and greens. Because saya rasa kebanyakan a lot of the things that we need to get, kebanyakan nutrients sebenarnya sudah sedia ada dekat dalam vegetables. Kalau you tengok the Prophet Muhammad SAW pun, he would eat maybe meats once a month. Tidak perlu makan daging setiap hari. So saya rasa kita punya kebanyakan of our eating habits is because of the world that we live in. We live in a world of abundance, alhamdulillah, which is great. But because of that, we eat meat 3 kali sehari. Kita minum susu with everything. I believe everything with moderation. Tapi kita kena memperbanyakkan eating greens. Now, I personally have memang kurangkan milk drastically.
Sebab apa? Apa yang
okay, so saya masa saya kecil sikit saya ada intolerance sedikit. Saya akan sakit perut. And then I actually read that cow's milk is meant for cow babies.
Okay.
So, cows milk for cow babies, not humans. So you know, if you want to have it once in a while, that's fine. Tapi kita memang dah rely every single day. Yes, it's a source of calcium, memang betul. Tapi kita ada banyak lagi option nak makan. Let's just say any vegetable yang ada hijau. The darker, the green, the better. So my kids love broccoli.
Lagi tinggi kalsium.
And then broccoli, diorang memang alhamdulillah my kids, sebab memang saya biasakan dia kecil lagi, diorang makan sayur. Diorang walaupun diorang reject dekat masa diorang baby, saya masih give.
Sampai sekarang diorang suka.
Yes.
Tu tips dia.
Yes.
Tips dia just give.
Tips dia macam ni, 15 kali you kena bagi kat diorang. So dia bagi sekali diorang reject, bagi sekali diorang reject, bagi sekali diorang reject, bagi sekali reject, bagi reject. Lama-lama okay fine, makan. Sekarang suka. There was a time diorang benci cucumber. Sekarang diorang makan cucumber macam grapes. Anak yang saya kecil tu akan ambil satu cucumber besar. Every time saya potong, mama jangan potong. Dia akan ambil, dia akan makan lah. As a snack.
Dengar tu. Tu tips untuk, sebab ramai klien I tanya macam mana coach nak buat my kids suka sayur ni.
Kita jangan give up. That's the thing. Tapi memang diorang akan rejectnya. Sebab diorang tengok hijau, green, poison, danger. Tapi we just have to continue giving. And alhamdulillah, because I love vegetables. Saya memang sekarang dah macam almost vegetarian lah. So memang sejak every time saya buat a change in my diet, because there was a time yang masa anak saya Suraya baru lahir. So at that time dia
cerita sikit eczema Suraya supaya
eczema Suraya belum start lagi. So masa tu saya bila dia dah start wean of breast milk, and then dah start. Aina, you know, come and join us.
Okay.
Dia ikut bawah.
Okay.
So I would eat junk food. I akan makan snack food, I akan makan fast food. Lepas tu I bagi Soraya makan pureed carrots, pumpkin. This is Aina yang pengusu. So tapi Soraya her eczema started when she was 4 bulan. Masih breastfeeding. So Soraya mula-mula sebab dia baby gemuk yang breastfeed, so dia macam berlipat dekat dia punya leher. So dekat sini, and then dia macam gatal-gatal. Masa tu baby lagi, so you tak perasan.
This is Soraya. Inilah Soraya. Dah almost heal dah eczema.
Alhamdulillah. Almost 9 years old. So dia start dekat dia punya leher, and it continued down to her chest. And then every time dekat dia punya lipatan-lipatan lah akan adalah merah. Mula saya ingat rashes because panas. So mula saya ingat rashes, makin lama dia makin spread. And saya pun eczema baby. So mak saya memang kawal saya punya pemakanan dia kecil lagi. So I thought, okay, it's time I do that too with my kids. So I actually went through a phase yang kalau boleh saya nak buat semua dekat rumah. Sampaikan tomato sauce pun saya buat sendiri, scratch. So masak the tomato and all that. Tapi jarang lah. Because the tomato sauce that you buy in bottles is actually very high in sugar. And then you don't know what's in it. So at that time saya memang clean eating lah. So kalau saya buat a change in my diet, the whole family changes. And then so recently dalam 1.5 tahun saya dah buat dah lebih kurang majority plant-based diet. And then saya punya keluarga pun they are eating like vegetarian, like maybe 2-3 times. Ada setengah hari tu all 3 meals are vegetarian.
Can you tell my follower about why you don't opt for steroid during Soraya's condition, eczema condition during her baby time?
Well, when she was a baby, I was just mainly worried now. Because I know that steroids.
Share with my follower why you don't opt for steroids.
So I did. To tell you the truth, there were times that I did use. I did use because I felt so like, Allah, I don't know what else to do because it's so bad. Wow, tak banyak actually. So the truth memang tak banyak.
Okay.
Because I was very afraid. I was very afraid. So if it was really, really bad, I might use it, but maximum 5 days. But I would so try and kurangkan.
Another thing, antibiotic. Also, she's not opt for antibiotic. It's so interesting to know. Boleh share sikit. Kenapa Aisyah Skincare tak opt for antibiotic? Semua anak-anak Aisyah Skincare tak pernah on antibiotic.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Alhamdulillah. Boleh share punya? Kenapa?
So alhamdulillah, both of my kids, and yes, diorang pernah demam, diorang pernah dapat bacterial infection, diorang pernah dapat viral infection and all that. Saya tak pernah nak introduce antibiotics kepada diorang. Sebab saya rasa antibiotics ni kan is more like a blanket solution to things. Like, okay, because you don't know what kind of antibiotics is bacterial, right? So antiviral is virus.
Yes.
So you don't know what bacteria. Not only that, more importantly, dekat dalam badan kita, we've got good bacteria. And then when you take antibiotics, are you going to be killing off your bad bacteria, your good bacteria too? You kind of need that. So I takut the imbalance, and because they're so young. Saya siap boleh beli buku, boleh download, cari buku that is all like natural, natural ways to heal. So I just had to manage like every time during demam saya sponge down lah. Saya memang to control
That's
that
why,
fever.
padahal dulu masa baby, tadi nenek Soraya ada cakap merah sini dan sini. Kaki pun worse. Saya ada tengok gambar sebelum ni sangat worse. Tapi alhamdulillah sekarang yang keadaan sekarang tengok kulit dia sangat soft, macam tak pernah ada eczema. Cuma sekarang dia sedang better sedikit. Bekas-bekas eczema. Actually bekas eczema. Bekas. Nampak macam almost kesan healthy lifestyle.
Masa dia baby, dia punya cheeks were always red sebab it's eczema. And there was a time kalau dia datang rumah, and then semua orang tanya kenapa dengan Soraya. Saya akan post on Instagram gambar Soraya, and then she'd just be like wearing to be fast, to be fast tu kan saya buat kan dia punya, she had sleeves on, so dia akan pakai baju short sleeve tapi dia akan pakai to be fast. Orang tanya kenapa dengan Soraya eczema, it's all just to stop me from stretching.
Sekarang tengok. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Soraya, kenapa tadi Soraya kata Soraya suka krim ni? Kenapa boleh tak explain sikit dekat kawan-kawan, mami kawan nak tahu kenapa Soraya suka krim ni? Krim anti ni. Kenapa bila anti sapu dekat Soraya tadi?
What was it that you like?
Okay. Tak
Tak
pedih.
pedih.
Lagi? You rasa kulit you apa? Tak pedih, and then you can speak English.
It feels good.
It feels good. Okay. Lepas tu you rasa kulit you flawless tak? Can you feel the flawless of your skin? It feels smooth. Okay, thank you Soraya. Okay, boleh share opinion sikit kenapa Aisyah rasa first impression about my cream tadi masa sapu dekat Soraya?
Oh, I think it's great sebab kebanyakan lotions bila you sapu, even because before this kita pun pakai, oh my god, we've gone through bottles and bottles and bottles of coconut oil. Even coconut oil pun, I love it macam mana pun, after a while it kind of absorbs into the kulit really fast, and I feel like alamak nak kena pakai balik, so like 2-3 kali dalam semalam I will wake up because she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's stretching. So sekarang alhamdulillah, now maybe if my luck is not good she'll wake up once, tapi dulu tu 3-4 kali and she will wake up so bad, mama it's so itchy, mama why and why pernah tanya why did Allah give me this, why did Allah give me eczema, and I said yes, because Allah is giving you an opportunity for you to grow strength.
Dengar tu Soraya.
Yes Aina,
Is it great? No, not great. Okay, thank you to opinion Aisyah. Okay, itu saja perkongsian kita hari ini. Nanti kita akan share lagi interesting topik. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Soraya nak cakap apa? Apa nak cakap tak dekat kawan? Aisyah ada apa-apa?
I guess for me, alhamdulillah, in my journey as a mother of an eczema, even I pun sebagai seorang yang pernah dulu kena eczema masa saya kecil, one of the biggest help is have support. And then people who pernah gone through the same experience. So saya pun join Eczema Malaysia group on Facebook. Saya melihat keadaan all the babies. So but it's good to have support because it can be one of the most challenging things. Sangat challenging. Sebagai seorang ibu, kadang-kadang you tengok anak you're like, oh my gosh, how am I failing you? Because you think that, oh my god, what am I not doing right? Is it because what I gave, masa I makan, masa I baby? Tapi I guess it's just to continue lah, you know.
Just never stop learning.
Yes, never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Never stop managing. And moisturize.
Moisturize. Okay. Okay, that's all from us. Assalamualaikum.